Hi, my name is Oswali. I am pursuing BSc Forestry in Faculty of Forestry. Recently, I completed my dissertation work and decided to make a short documentary on the same.
This documentary is based on identification of a pine tree found in SKUAST Shalimar. The exact location of the tree is in front of Directorate of Extension, left side of the road, as you can see in the video. I heard a lot of people, even some well-qualified ones, saying that this conifer tree is Pinus strobus. But on observing its fascicles, I found out it has got only 3 needles per fascicle, while Pinus strobus has 5 needles per fascicle. 3 needles per fascicle might suggest that this can be Pinus roxburghi, Pinus radiata, Pinus ponderosa, etc. etc. I really got fascinated by its cone as it has a special feature of cone prickle. I discussed this matter with my advisor, Dr. Anup sir, and then he suggested me to work on this tree as my dissertation project. So I decided to identify this pine tree. Initially, I took some photographs and specimens from the site. Then I went to Department of Biodiversity and Taxonomy, University of Kashmir. The taxonomists from that department identified this pine tree as Pinus roxburghi. That neither satisfied me nor my advisor, as we found some contrasting features between Pinus roxburghi and the unknown pine tree. So my advisor suggested me to identify this pine tree with the help of identification keys. Identification keys that were used to identify this tree were needle length, presence or absence of cone prickle, cone dimension and cone shape, and color and texture of bark. With the help of these 4 identification keys, the number of species narrowed down to about 11. The identification keys of these 11 species were compared with the identification keys of unknown tree. 2 species, Pinus ponderosa and Pinus taida, showed much resemblance with the unknown tree. Now the unknown tree species could have been either Pinus ponderosa or Pinus taida. In order to determine that, we studied needle color and certain male strobe-like characteristics of the unknown tree. Needle color was determined with the assistance of Dr. Amit Kumar, who suggested me to use spectrocolorimeter.
Use the Hunter Lab ColorFlex to measure the difference between a pair of green samples. The first sample is placed on the instrument measurement port and a button is pressed to take a reading. The values displayed represent that specific color of green. Here, the L value is relatively high, indicating it is light in color. The A value is negative toward the direction of green, and the B value is positive towards the direction of yellow.
The LAB readings were taken from the spectrocolorimeter and the hue and chroma values were calculated mathematically. The readings were drawn on color chart and the resultant color of the needles was determined to be yellowish green. The color of needles and other characteristics of the unknown tree were compared with these 2 species. And finally, the species under question was identified to be Pinus taida, also known as loblolly pine.